Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Karibukai Live. My name's Shinja.
I'm Officer Dan.
Guys, we got 1080p working, and oh man,
the 60
you're gonna
frames
want
per
it.
second is gonna be delicious for this.
Oh man, so beautiful. It's good for this VN. Let me. I'm gonna change something real quick. I just noticed you're a little bit see-through, just a little bit.
Oh, this shirt was okay before.
Let's see.
How's everybody doing? I see Michael, Harvo Games, Z.
Hey,
welcome
how's
to
it
stream,
going, guys?
We're just getting started.
Fruit or bust. Dude, I was lied to. When I watched the anime on this, I was like, oh man, I wondered, like, what's the fruit? And it's like, there's no fruit ever. They show you, like, fruit falling from a tree, but you never see the tree. What is this tree? What is Grisaia? Where do you go to get, like, fruit on Grisaia?
Fraud.
1080p 60 on your 5 frames per second watch. You watching this on your watch, man? Dude, nice.
That's what you do with watches.
Yeah, you watch
them.
Stuff, yeah. It's been a while since we've done a VN. This one is a very serious one, as far as I know. It's about a school, as far as I know.
And it was a gift.
It was a gift.
Yeah.
It was a very nice gift. This is like a full-price game. This was given to us by Michael Wilson, who's one of our moderators. He's right there in chat. Look at him.
Shout out to Michael Wilson for gifting
us
this game to play on the channel.
Yeah. So, I don't know how much of this game we're gonna play. We'll give it like the usual time or so.
Safe for work, is it? He says it's safe for work.
Michael says safe for work. There might be some, like, there's no nude scenes, but like there's probably some underwear scenes in there probably. Cause you know, school life, you know. Yeah. You're the one guy. This is how all these VNs go. You're the one guy at an all-girl school, right? So, like, obviously, there's gonna be the few times where, like, you sneak a peek, and oh man, it wasn't my fault. You know, I didn't think of knocking on the door, or like I heard a scream, you know, and you just happened to be naked while you were screaming or something. So
some mishap, you know. Yeah. Her panties are in your backpack.
Yeah,
through a complete misunderstanding.
So, but I'm pretty sure there's no nudity in it. I'm sure there's no nudity because it's a Steam game. Like, you need to install a mod probably to get any of that.
I feel like that's how it is with Steam games, unless they're like pixels.
Wally, hello, how you doing?
It doesn't count. Dude, Wally, we were talking. I was getting to that though. He's coffeeing it up.
Oh, he is with the coffee lady.
With the coffee lady. Yeah. Probably coffee.
I hope that goes well. I mean, whatever. Like ramen. I thought I heard you guys were gonna go ramen or something. I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna go the full 3 hours tonight. Just because health reasons.
I might pop in and out. I think I'll probably be able to make it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have dumb health stuff going on, so I might be in and out.
It depends how gut-wrenching this story is. So gut-wrenching that I have to shit my pants.
Like, yeah, it's like that. It's like that.
I'll have to go. Oh yeah, you're getting ramen. Dude, no, there's not.
What's up, Red Neved?
How you doing, Red Neved?
Welcome to the stream, dude.
Good to see you, man.
Happy to see you. Yeah, well, it supposedly isn't nudity.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there is.
That's what we were just isn't.
Yeah, we're giving you the heads up that this is safe. You know, if you do a Google search of this, I am not responsible for what you find.
That's why
this is safe. Please don't shit your pants on stream. That's just weird. Yeah.
Dude, just finally Cybersama up in the chat, which is the first time I'm seeing in quite some time. Dude. Love you, man. Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you're back at your stuff.
Do you have power in your area? Finally, I saw you streamed a while ago. I missed it, but I don't know if you actually have power. Okay, let's start going. Because you know it's a VN. There's a lot of text. We should, you know, start getting through it. By the way, this is a very sad story, sort of. You know. And that music at the beginning was super preppy and happy. It's not. The game's never that happy ever. Well, at least I don't know if the game is. The anime The anime adaptation that I saw was never that happy. Ooh, do I click on stuff? Intense sunlight blazes down on the road, as if to declare the arrival of summer. From the burning asphalt radiates heat, mixing with the scent of the tide to form a thick, muggy atmosphere. Does right? No, right doesn't do anything. I have to click. Okay.
The sad thing, Red Event, is it's quite likely that would happen.
If you shit your pants, the giveaway should be played every time Shinja dies.
Every time.
No, I don't think that would work super well. You know, I'm gonna pass on that. I have power but no internet. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. At least you're getting somewhere.
Get internet, man.
It's way too early for this kind of weather. And when the temperature is abnormally high, you're always going to get some people who lose their heads and start acting erratically. In other words, it's only natural that the police would be on the lookout for suspicious times like these. You know, you can never rest safe anywhere. Not even in Karibukai. You gotta get your guns ready.
Hashtag relatable.
You know, get that all cocked up and ready to go. Shoot some people. Oh, sorry, microphone.
You have a shot left. Yeah, now you have to
reload. Stuff, you know.
It's so exhilarating. Yeah. The feeling of reloading.
It was about 10 minutes ago that I realized I'd been mistaken for one of those heat stroke addled sorts. What? What does a heat stroke and addled person look like? Just like
maybe he's easily succumbed to the heat.
Are they just like on the road, like, you know? I don't know. If I'm suffering from heat stroke, like, fuck, I'm passing out immediately. Like, I'm not like probably staying up.
Maybe this is past tense.
I don't know. Policeman name. Ooh, dude, it's got voice acting. This is gonna be weird. Can we turn off?
Oh. It just goes. Click that. Spam that. Okay, maybe that's just him repeating it. Oops, you skipped a few.
The business of the city. Why are you lugging around that enormous bag? You headed anywhere in particular? Dakara. I told you 10 minutes ago. I'm moving. This luggage is everything I own. You're Officer Dan. Why don't you do the police officer?
So, what's your new address?
Like I said, I don't have one yet. The answer's not going to change no matter how many times you ask.
You're moving, but you don't know where to? Look, what are you hiding? How about just come clean already?
Where did you... Oh, that's you.
Where'd you come from? Where are you going? What are you planning to do there? Depending on the context, these could be fairly philosophical questions, but as far as police inquiries go, they're pretty run-of-the-mill.
Wait, was that... Wait. Maybe this is internal monologue? I don't know anymore. From their perspective, anyone wondering without clear-cut business is by default a criminal of sorts.
I think it's still the cop, but whatever.
No, I think it is the protagonist, like, internal monologue. Because, you know, there's no actual voice.
Like I guess not, yeah.
Let alone someone like me carrying around conspicuous, bulky luggage that's as good as guaranteed that they'd stop me.
There's no Mario Kart today, Wally.
Do a face reveal? Dude, we'll never show our face.
iGames with Preston.
15,000 subscriber leg reveal.
Luggage is
I'll pay $100 PayPal for a face reveal. Oh man, that's super tempting.
It's tempting, but not today.
That luggage is filled with dildos. I just know it. It's really bulky. Who knows? That is their job, I suppose. Since this little scene acts as a crime deterrent, though. Deterrent through its visibility. It's not an entirely wasted effort.
He said he does confirm its internal monologue. I like to imagine that it was a cop, like, ranting at him for a little bit.
But unfortunately, I don't have all day to play along. I drop a glance toward the digital watch I'm wearing around my left wrist. Sorry, but I'm keeping some rating. I really can't spare any more time for hanging out with bored cops.
Are you mocking me?
A bored police force is proof that the city's at peace. Take it as a compliment. Inexplicably taking offense at my tone, the policeman clicks his tongue in irritation and tosses my license back.
It's like Gambit, so it like lights,
Look,
lands on his shoulder.
here. Jeez, what an asshole.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Making light of... Alright then, Kazami-san. Sorry for the inconvenience. Would you mind letting me take a look at that pack you're carrying?
Officer, that's a little personal.
It's like, there's no dildos in this. You drop it, it just starts vibrating and shaking away.
Go to water.
I'm jealous you got to say that.
Go to water.
Doste? Something you don't want me to see in there? Knife, maybe?
What's it your business? I don't rely on blades.
Shipment from AdamandEve.com?
Oh, jeez. I get so many ads for that while watching Hulu. I'm like, I don't care. I don't want. Policy of mine. Look, are you really telling me to unpack all of this on the spot? It'll take an hour at least. 30 minutes just to take it all out. 30 minutes to stuff it back in.
In that case, let's head over to the station. No reason to stand around in the sun, right? I'll get you some cold tea and we can have a nice, long chat.
I just told you, I don't have the time. I can't accept voluntary questioning.
I'm a cop. Come on.
I know you can't just back down in this situation, but if I say I'll head over there myself later, could we wrap this up for now?
That's very convenient for you, but what guarantee do I have you'll ever show? At least give me an address if you want me to agree to that.
As I've explained, I'm in the middle of a move. I vacated my old place, so I don't have an address.
Then give me your parents' address. Or are they homeless too?
I'm actually an orphan. I think, yeah, she is an orphan. Yeah, I don't have any parents. No siblings or relatives either. They're all dead.
Wuss. Hontoni? You sure you're not hiding something from me?
No. I have a feeling this is going to take a long time.
Like every
VNs are typically like that. It's reading a book, but like a sentence at a time, and one still picture. This is going nowhere.
Okay, so why don't we move things along? To the station, maybe? I'll call patrol car. You just stay where you are, please.
Then at least let me call the person I'm supposed to be meeting. At this rate, they'll be waiting all day.
That's fine, but who are you meeting? Friend? Your dead parents?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Dead parents?
I don't believe you have dead parents.
Someone you can't tell me about?
Give you about $20 PayPal. I don't have 100. Just turn off the face cam and then count down to 5 to show the faces. Dude, you don't have to give us $20. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Do Yuji's voice as a female. Dude, it hurts. Anytime I do female...
It's a guy, right?
There's gonna be plenty of female voices to come. Is this a game of sorts?
It's a virtual novel.
Yeah. It's your mother. We had an appointment at... snap!
Time to break out the state-issue jewelry and ship you up to the booty house.
Oh, man, he's gonna need some cream for that, man. Where's Ice when you need him?
What? Nani?
I was keeping quiet out of the goodness of my heart. You dragged it out of me, so don't blame me when your parents get divorced and your happy home is shattered.
You watch your mouth.
Oh, shit, did he just hit a girl?
Huh?
Uh-oh. A desperate cry follows within seconds. Thief! Somebody! A woman's sits collapsed on the street, stretching out her hand. Her high heels lie on the ground, knocked off her feet by the sudden fall. Just about halfway between us, there's a man in a flashy Hawaiian shirt running in this direction. You want to do it because you're in a Hawaiian shirt? Although the thief flinches for a moment.
Thief right now.
Although the thief flinches for a moment at the sight of the policeman's uniform, after quick check for any inconvenient side streets, he barrels onwards.
Move it, butthole!
Brandishing the stolen bag menacingly, his hand finally gestures out of my way.
Huh? Let's just stop right there! We're still big.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing it on purpose. The cop is completely flustered. He's quite clearly unaccustomed to the sort of situation.
Welcome to the stream, Dong. Happy to see you over here, dude.
How you doing, Dong? It's been a while since I see you, man. I've seen a scene like that in so many shows. Does anyone actually encounter someone yelling thief? No, never.
I haven't heard a Guar song in so long, but he pulled one up in the last stream.
Like what, an actual video of someone calling out thief?
No. It's an old band called Guar.
Oh, gotcha.
It's real throwback.
While he's panicking, the distance between us and the thief shrinks with surprising swiftness.
Get out of my way!
The man runs in a straight line towards a breakthrough to freedom. I happen to be standing directly in the middle of his path.
I said move there!
As he prepares to strike with the bag, I assert in the movement of his shoulder and arm from the first signs of motion, and hit his wrist sharply as he begins to swing. Swing! The man's arm instantly stiffens and loses all momentum. His eyes pop wide open in shock. I immediately grab the collar of the Hawaiian shirt he's wearing and firmly draw him towards me. Before the man can offer resistance to my pull, I smoothly reverse and use my body weight to shove against him. What? Like this?
Okay.
When pushed just as they've begun to brace themselves against being pulled, anyone except a genuine expert is going to be thrown off balance. Nice shirt. Where'd you buy it? So smooth. Yeah. Shock spreads across the man's face as his knees buckle against his will. I try to gain a chokehold using my grip on the neck of his shoulders. Like,
I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. The man promptly draws his head back and shits his body to the side, preventing from landing a hold on his neck. Oh! Although I expected as much from a glance at his build, it seems like he's someone experienced in judo. Dakedo.
Dakedo.
In this case, you would have been better off trying a decisive tackle. Rotating around the purse snatcher in the opposite direction of his slide, I yank his right arm upwards with both hands. In one movement, I circle to his back.
You're my back.
Oh, jeez.
Nice shirt. Oh, I like it. I kind of have one like that.
Yeah, you do have a Hawaiian shirt like that. Next, pull back on the opponent's wrist and elbow and pin him to the ground. This is just basic Aikido, by the way.
I'm not reading that out loud.
F, S, Hey now, you got your priorities all wrong. Before worrying about me, you should kill the guy who sold you that shirt.
You can
Dude,
have...
he's dissing your shirt. Like, you have a shirt exactly like that.
Well, he lost
straight up
points.
dissing.
Yeah, he is dissing me.
Damn, that's a nice purse. Do you think it's Gucci?
Gucci gang, Gucci
gang,
gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Perhaps unconsciously, the man's now empty right hand desperately slaps at the asphalt. While holding the thief pinned, I quickly shoot a look behind me.
I think men can have mood swings, Lord Meltza.
Don't just stand there.
Oh!
The policeman jerks up straight in response to my angry shout. Taking a pair of handcuffs from the pouch around his waist, he runs over to restrain the criminal. The purse snatcher seems to have resigned himself to his fate and doesn't offer any pointless resistance. He accepts his red-handed arrest for theft docilely, then sits quietly on the ground with his head hung as the policeman radios for backup. Apparently, they weren't too far off as the siren approaches in no time.
Clock.
Okay, go away, siren. Two policemen get out of the arriving cruiser and push the criminal into the back seat. As I'm quietly watching the scene in perfect passivity, the policeman from earlier runs over.
Thank you for your cooperation in the arrest.
I'll pass on a letter of thanks. So how about letting me move on?
We can't do that, I'm afraid. If possible, we'd like to have a detailed conversation at the station regarding both this incident and the previous matter.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Figured as much. Shaking my head in exasperation, I silently rebuke myself. Should have just left it alone. It was a bitch's fault. As a policeman pushes at my back, a glance at my wristwatch informs me that I'm already 5 minutes late for my meeting. Whoa, 2011. I can't read all that. I missed it.
Am I the detective?
Sure.
Look, you about ready to talk yet?
I need a drink of water. 30 minutes have passed since I was brought into the interrogation room, familiar as a place where criminals break into flop sweat in TV dramas. I'm sitting on a cheap foldable pipe chair, my arms folded in perfect silence.
How are we supposed to let you go if you don't respond to our questions? Aren't you supposed to meet someone? Shouldn't you just talk and get this over with?
Ugh.
Could you just hit Ugg for me? Because you know I would.
It's probably not gonna do it.
Oh,
it's like, because Stream Deck was like, chat commands on custom events is weird. Hey, Wildcard 22, how you doing?
How does one fold their arms loudly? I don't know, they're really just...
kind of like...
You're wearing... Yeah, you could do that, or your shirt's made of bubble wrap, and you're wearing a long sleeve.
Here you go. It's gonna give me a pop-up now, because... reasons. Right?
Welcome to the stream, Wildcard. This is Fruits of Grisaia. That's how you pronounce it, isn't it?
Yeah. Really? I have to do all this? Wow.
If it's gonna keep doing this, I'm not sure if it's worth it for it to pop up in chat. I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? Oh, I'm in a special place health-wise. I might be popping in and out. But I think I'm okay for the most part. Thank you for joining us. This is our first time playing a virtual novel.
Oh, you know what?
In a long time.
This is one of the issues, first of all. I don't even have... See, I knew I forgot something. I didn't load up Dodgy onto the chat.
Dodgy?
That's issue numero uno. Give us un segundo. Here, I'll make us big while we wait. No. Boop. Alright. So now, theoretically...
You guys can see up close. I got a haircut the other day.
Oh, I noticed that.
A little bit of a beard trim.
I didn't notice a beard trim. I was like...
Yeah.
I wasn't entirely sure.
Got some of that length off.
Maybe now it works. Look, I'll do Ugg. Right? Oh, come on.
Ugg butts.
Look, why is it giving me the triangle? Don't do the triangle. Do check mark. I know you can work.
I've seen it happen.
Dick off.
Well,
see, that works.
Well, we know that because
it's not going to be loud enough, though, because I have this set down low because of the game volume.
I didn't realize that.
I could actually... I'm doing some adjustments. We'll worry about it later.
Wally.
It's okay. The sound clips won't be super great, but everything else will be fine. I just want my Ugg to work. It's not working. Okay, whatever. We'll do, like, actual sound clips next time. Meantime, let's keep going.
A big improvement for the next stream, hopefully.
Yeah. Instead of responding, I closed my eyes, a silent statement indicating that I have absolutely no intention of opening my mouth. The detective clicks his tongue in exasperation at my attitude. I got a pretty fair idea of what he'll be doing next.
You don't have anything to hide. Talk! How long do you plan on remaining silent?
Dude, why is he so violent? I was just minding my own business, walking around. I even snatched a person for him.
This character is really uncooperative with the police.
Yeah, but why do they want to fuck around with me? I got a busy day. He's got a busy day. Does he really want to sit around all day fucking around with me? Jeez, man. The sound of something being struck and an even louder attempt at intimidation. This is the point where a timid guy would be jumping in his seat with his eyes wide open, or maybe staring at the floor and quivering. As for me, my eyes are still shut and my arms are still folded quietly. My mind is a total blank. I have been accustomed to adults shouting at me like this since I was a child. Welcome, Jacob Baker. Did I just jump in on maybe awesome Japanese text to talk detective movie?
Hi, Jacob.
I don't know if it's a movie, but it's a visual novel.
I'm not sure how much it'll be cop-like either. There's probably not fruit involved.
There's
Welcome to the
there's
stream,
some
Jacob.
action involved.
Happy to see you over here. It's the first VN we've attempted in a while.
Wally, don't get murked by dark elves, man.
Stop it.
Following the threat stage, the next step would be for him to grip my hair and jolt me back and forth. But I'm dealing with an official authority group here. I should get off without direct violence this time. Now to say that, they won't pull out the old TV cliches and harass me by shining a desk lamp in my eyes or something of the sort.
Sigh.
I can roughly translate the detective sigh. Goddamn kids these days. I gently opened my eyes in order to sneak a look at his disgusted face. He's invisible. He's gone. The detective sitting in front of me seems to be challenging the Guinness World Record for the most dramatic asymmetry between the left and right sides of a human mouth. Or maybe he's just scowling. When I let out a snort of laughter
Jay.
in response to the unexpected pleasant sight, the detective scratches his head violently and glares at me. Hello, Jay. Thanks for checking out if Butts works.
Welcome to the
Thankfully, it
stream,
does work.
Jay. Did you just fresh come off from LA Noire? Because we got our own anime version happening right now.
Yeah, except we're the ones being interrogated. We're playing it smooth. They're not getting anything out of us.
Look, buddy, I don't know who you've been talking to, but playing dumb with the police isn't going to gain you anything. All right?
It won't gain you anything, but you won't lose anything either, except your time. I turned my gaze to the clock on the wall of the sweat box. An hour has already passed since the scheduled time for my meeting.
But you respond when I'm speaking to you.
The detective strikes the desk with excellent comic timing. The best part is the way he knocks his ashtray off the table every time he does this.
Oh, what the hell is your deal?
His tone distinctly fed up. He stoops down to pick the plastic tray off the floor. I ended a bit ago, just been relaxing. Nice. Kazami Yuji, occupation student.
Yes, you've already said that many times. We looked it up. You came from Yamanashi, right? No criminal background, no traffic violations, or juvenile custody records. No commendations on public record either. What kind of person has absolutely no data in the system?
Any normal high schooler? Isn't it like?
Yeah.
Isn't that normal?
The record is so clean, it just looks like someone's been whitening it out. Who the hell are you?
He's a high
That's a
schooler.
little
This is getting a little too paranoid. It's like, you're a high schooler. You've been, you've not gotten in trouble. So it's like, what's the big deal? Kazami Yuji, occupation. I don't know. Gakuin is student. I don't know what student is in Japanese.
What was that? Did someone tell you to only say that line if the police caught you? Are you some sort of terrorist or what?
Kazami Yuji, occupation student.
Let's look up the terrorist organization of students. Up in here. Shut up! Just yamete kudasai.
Onegai! First to say something, now shut up. Talk about hard to please. Our capricious detective scowls yet again and scratches his head. Flakes of dandruff drift grandly through the air.
Head and shoulders guy.
Based on his thoroughly wrinkled suit and heavy stubble, I say he hasn't been home in days.
Look! Cut me a break here. Put yourself in my shoes for a second. Sigh.
Another sigh. It's enough to make me want to heave one myself. Because we both take our work seriously. It seems like we're stuck going around in circles.
Sure picked up a royal pain in the butt this time. Investigation of that person at your case isn't going smoothly either. Thanks so much for dropping that on our lap, by the way.
How could that be so, weird? It's like, he got caught red-handed snatching a purse. What investigation is needed? This whole thing's not making sense so far. This is a bad police department. Just as we roughly complete this exchange of one-sided bitterness and mutual glaring, there's a well-timed knock at the door and the sound of it being unlocked.
Yes. Hello, sir.
A slightly plump elderly detective enters the room. Given the respectful tone of the detective I've been chatting with, he's probably a superior of some sort.
Is something the... Oh, well... Huh?
After a quick glance in my direction, the elderly detective whispers something into the younger man's ear. Before long, the younger detective turns towards me with a decidedly nonplussed expression.
You're being released, it seems. Thanks for your cooperation.
Why now, all of a sudden?
You're asking the wrong guy. Bye.
With those parting words, the young detective leaves the room. The elderly detective watches him go and then faces me with a greasy smile. Should I do it?
Go ahead.
Well, sorry all about that, Kazami-san. It seems we hadn't received any report on our end. We were only just now placed in contact with our guarantor. The detective stares at me with eyes like a dead fish. As an employee of the Ichigaya, if you'd simply said as much. If you'd known I was from Ichigaya from the start, wouldn't you have thrown me in jail, stripped me naked, and sprayed me down with a hose?
Nudity, yes. Sounding like the Yoda you do.
I was thinking more of like Grimace from, I don't know, like Sesame Street or something.
Grimace
Or-
from Sesame Street. Shinja, are we gonna have another one of these right now? Grimace from Sesame Street.
I know what I just said. Grimace is a McDonald's character.
You're thinking of Grover.
Yes.
From Sesame Street, I
Yes.
think. I'll help you out there. Grimace from Sesame Street.
Look, you gotta see where I made the mistake. Grimace, he's like a Muppet.
No,
He's a big purple man, yeah, but like I was thinking
it's
of...
not as much of a stretch as these situations we found ourselves in the past, for sure. But it's still funny how we ended up back in this headspace.
What's his name again? Grover?
Yes.
Okay.
Super Grover.
I can't remember the voice.
I'm a fan of...
Ha ha ha, you're quite the kid. Did you forget that we belong to the unparalleled Sakuradomon? We're all friends here.
I'm a fan of such Z.
Just to let you know, I'm nothing but a student. My work at Ichigaya is only a part-time cleaning job. Cleaning is it? Ha ha ha! I see. That's 1 point. Just what I expect from your collection of eggheads. In response to my words, the detective twists his mouth into something vaguely resembling a smile. But really now, if you'd simply informed us a little earlier about the circumstances on your end. Well, as I'm sure you know, the higher-ups are what they are. We had quite a mess there for a moment. Ha ha ha! Sarcasm drifting from every pore of his body, the detective treats me with transparently insincere courtesy. He's perfectly civil on a superficial level, but the atmosphere in here is growing increasingly unpleasant. The younger detective from before, hard-ass that he was, seems infinitely preferable. Did you inquire to Ichigaya about me? Inquire, you see? We were running your name through our databases. In the middle of the data retrieval, the phone rings. We pick up the receiver and find we have a call from the Ministry of Defense's special organization. Asking us, might you be in custody of a dog of ours? Well, that was quite the surprise. We're not running an animal shelter here, you know.
Grover, this is Elmo from Ministry of Defense. We have animals running loose.
Elmo, what is one of your dogs doing over here? Oh, what? Aren't you keeping them on leashes?
No. This Elmo's world, Wolfo.
I will do what he wants.
I let dogs out.
Since you found my owner and confirmed that my leash is properly attached, I should be able to leave now, right? Yeah, it's just as you please. Oh, that's right. We're also contacted by the principal of the school you're transferring into. That's Sue.
I'm seeing a hashtag
Whoa,
Tubby
we're getting
Raid
raided by
up in
Tubby.
the chat. Oh, the absolutely wonderful and illustrious Mr. Tubby 200.
How's
There's
it
Mr.
going,
Tubby
Tubby?
200 right there in the chat.
Dude,
Welcome.
thank you so much for rating us. Welcome, GNR fan, Johnny5, and Tubby himself.
Tubby himself.
How's it going, guys?
I hope you're doing well, Mr. Tubby.
What you-
Welcome to the stream.
What were you just playing?
Yeah, what was
I
yours?
got the alert earlier. I didn't pay much attention to what you were actually playing. I'm sorry. You guys getting the new Taco
Are
Bell
they today,
nacho fries
Jeff?
today? What the heck? When we're not gonna make it in time for today. Oh, wait, they're all already?
I didn't realize they were
Fries.
out.
And $5 for the Bel Grande version.
Heavy breathing. Welcome. This is our first attempt at a visual novel of sorts in
Yeah.
a long time, so that's why there's
Yeah,
a lot of us sounding stupid talking.
it's less video game, more
yeah.
commentary.
I'm curious
sorta.
to know what you guys were up to.
Food stream. If we finish by 2 a.m. Oh, he's on a cleanse, guys. He can't.
Oh, for Pete's sakes, I can eat whatever I want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So, what's the point of the cleanse then? Isn't it getting rid of toxics? Anyway, if we end at 2 a.m. or earlier, we could go to the Taco Bell over at the really great view, and that, yeah. I'm down for food stream.
We'll see.
Dude, I want some fries.
Good to hear it, Mr. Tubby.
Yes, indeed. You had showed up. It seems she was putting calls into all the police stations in the area, one after another. The chief ended up getting pulled into the phone while he was in the middle of a meeting, and got quite the earful, apparently. Where's my backpack? The luggage we've been holding on to for you is in the entranceway, which would be over that way. If you like, shall we send you over by the car? You know, it's slowly going from Grover into Yoda. It's going like back and forth.
You were at Yoda first.
Yeah.
I think you need to hear both of them side by side
Yeah.
to get more of a grip.
Yeah, I'm more Yoda than Grover, for sure. If you guys get a chance to watch the trailer for the fries called Web of Fries, it's funny. Sure thing. Google says nacho fries for a limited time starting January 25th. That's... Oh, wait.
Well, if we show up at 2 in the morning, that's technically the 25th for us.
But... would they do it?
They might.
You're not getting funds from public taxes in order to chauffeur bums like me around, are you? I'll walk. Ah, finally, we're outside. Look at the beautiful blue sky. After I emerge out the door by the old man, the young detective appears from the rear, carrying the backpack they'd taken from me earlier.
This is ridiculously heavy. What the heck is in this thing?
Bit of a tough question. I guess you could say, my life.
If that's supposed to be a gag, I wouldn't quit your day job.
I was gonna say, like, if it's his life, you should, like, take it now and just probably toss it in front of a car, you know? You hate the guy so much, just, like, you know, just, whoop, toss it. Attempted murder. Haha, funny. Yeah. That wasn't really what I was going for.
Well, whatever.
Maybe it'll work now? Nope.
Not working.
Gosh dang thing. This
No,
game replacing...
Jeff,
no. This is a one-off, per se. We're just doing it this week, and then next week we're doing Mario Kart. And the week after that, we're doing Getting Over It. Woo. Dropping the backpack next to me, the detective lets out a slight sigh. Thanks for looking it out here. Pretty heavy, isn't it?
It's not something you say to a guy who learned judo for work. We might be country police, but at least we've got that much training.
True. Yeah. True, guess that's natural for a policeman. Sorry. The detective smiles wryly.
By the way, you're supposed to be a student at that landfill academy, right?
What's a landfill academy? I'm wearing the school uniform, and you can see at a glance.
Feels more like you've been dressed up in it.
He claps my shoulder as we pass each other.
Take care. In a lot of ways.
With those parting words, he heads back into the police station. Farewell, detective, policeman, dude. Guess I don't make a convincing student yet. I'm wearing black slacks and a short-sleeved dress shirt, as well as a blue tartan check necktie. I don't know what tartan is. I don't know what that color is. It's some sort of blue, but I don't know what shade of blue, I guess. Excluding my somewhat longish hair, I should be the very image of a student. I guess it's a little difficult turning into something like that all of a sudden. It was probably precisely because this is difficult that I decided to give it a try. For a while, I myself didn't understand why I'd asked for this, but now I think I have a faint grasp on the reason. I want it to become something that I couldn't understand, something that I wasn't. At the moment, I've done nothing but smooth down my edges a bit. Perhaps later on, I'll become a student on the inside as well. The sun that had been climbing upwards earlier has now finally reached its zenith. The temperature keeps on rising and sweat oozes from my skin. I was pretty sure she'd pick me up, but... Sensing a presence, I lower my gaze from the sun. My eyes, well accustomed to the high contrast lighting, project a human form in silhouette for only the briefest of moments before the details fade in. Should I do it? Or you want to do it?
I don't care.
Put your votes in now. Female voice Shinja, female voice Dan. Do. Shall we do a test run? Thanks for your service.
Thanks for your service.
Vote now. Who do you want to hear? Who's less annoying for the next, I don't know, 30 minutes?
Dan.
Right. A woman raising an awkward salute, grinning broadly, stands before my eyes. Spare me. I don't want to see a pose like that outside the workplace. In the first place, what was that dopey salute? The girls in bikinis on the Maritime SDF recruitment posters have a more impressive form.
They think they're a threat. That's funny, Jeff. I'm gonna have to look that
In
up.
the Web of Fresh commercial, the guy is being chased after by a clown, person at McDonald's, and a guy in a white shirt to represent Wendy's because they think Taco Bell fries are a threat. They could be a threat, but why didn't they just have? Why is it just a dude in a white shirt? Why didn't they just have sassy Wendy's? She's a thing, right?
Jeez, and here I am offering my appreciation for your sudden efforts.
I don't recall contributing enough to society today to deserve any appreciation.
Yes, I do understand that you went through a lot right off the bat, but could you not take it out on me? More importantly...
She opens the door of the car, stop next to her.
Get in. Accomplishing your objective is top priority, yes?
Z makes a good point. The tie was, or the vote was a tie. We must duel it out.
Well, how are we doing this?
Okay, so face away. Does Google do countdowns? Google. Okay, Google. Give me a 3-second countdown.
Okay, 30 seconds.
No, not 30 seconds. Okay, we'll just do 30 seconds.
30? You want us to sit here like this for 30?
I'll speed it up. Can I speed it up?
It doesn't look like you can speed it up.
Okay, new timer. Alright, 3 seconds. Ready?
Alright, fine.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Ugh. I heard yours go off first. You're just cheating. Okay, so you're female. Yeah, true enough. From Mishima Cape Police Station to National Highway number 133 southbound, we proceed to the Prefectural Highway and advance further out towards the Cape. I wonder how long this loops for.
Forever, I bet.
It's just like one picture of a light post keyframes.
Yeah.
Vroom.
Over and over.
Vroom. 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 I don't, Jeff, but I do want to get it eventually. Read it in Mickey Mouse's voice. Whoa! From Mishima Cape, I already read this. A range of slowly rotating wind turbines come into view, indicating our proximity to the sea. Whoa!
That was quite the surprise. You don't show up at the time we agreed, and when I call around trying to figure it out, you're predictably being a nuisance to the police. I was half convinced you'd collapse somewhere, given this heat.
Dad, you really thought I was sick?
What grounds do you have for saying that?
You were trying the police stations first, not the hospitals.
Well, it is you we're talking about, so I figured you'd manage something if you were about to collapse. But for the record, I was worried about your safety, so maybe you could not pick at the details. Also, hospitals are for human people, not animals.
I believe in all species equality.
How the heck are your ears round no matter what direction I'm looking at you? Like,
Why
you never
are they
given me a
always
straight
facing?
answer about that. Why are they always facing me?
Look, it's just the way it is. Don't think about it too hard. Might as well if you want some.
This was gifted to us through Steam, Jeff.
Yeah, this is Steam PC.
Might as well have the fountain.
I wouldn't doubt if it is on PS4 though. I feel like this could be on PS4. A lot of VNs end up on PS4 and PS Vita and stuff like that. Accuracy in weather forecasts and interpersonal communications make society run smoother.
You are seriously not kawaii.
Come on, I'm a mouse! Mouse are cute, right? Look at me! Running around! I can ride on a boat!
Now you've sat the color out from everything.
I can't speak anymore, I just whistle.
Yeah.
Pouting again, she continues her harangue?
Harambe! 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 I just want you to come back. Is that so much to ask?
First of all, there may not be many of them, but the trains do run here. Yet for some reason, you walk instead. That was also a surprise. Walking around with a huge backpack like you were going to climb the Himalayas or something.
Sorry, I hate trains.
That doesn't make walking the entire country any less bizarre.
Oh wow, that's kind of a, dedication. Like, don't you think it's inconvenient traveling anywhere? Like, from a certain point to a certain point, there's just no sidewalks or anything, you know? Like, how can you are you walking in the middle of the road?
But here's the thing, could you stop pointing that gun at your face while you're just talking?
What? Is that not what you do with gunsslings?
No! Oh, you keep doing that. It's really bad.
Look, I'm not thinking about it as a gun. I'm just like...
Yeah, I know. I don't either.
What's the matter climbing up like that?
Could you not mention this to the other students? I don't want them getting any funny ideas about me from the get-go.
Yeah, this might well set them on guard. A real weirdo came this time.
I got enough of that from the police to last me a while.
Huh, so you did get questioned.
Dude, Cassandra, say, how's it going?
Wow, Cassandra, awesome. Welcome to the stream. That is a name I recognize. Welcome to the Late Night Fruits of Grisaia stream.
Days is an understatement, but yeah, welcome. Good to see you again. Don't mind me waving around my paint gun.
Yeah, me
I just don't. I can't let go of it. It's just like, yeah, right here. I'm gonna be waving around like, yes, goddamn police.
It's a prank, dude. Super glued it to your hand. Yep.
Anyway, so did you get question? Oh,
yeah, I got that.
Oh, you already got it. Okay.
Still going. Wow, it's dark outside.
Alright, we've arrived. This
Dude,
is it.
We got a nice toned butt there. Look, our butt's super nice.
That's good.
This is
Production
it.
value.
And the car proceeded. Whoops. Well, I just misfired.
The car proceeded about 500 meters until the engine exploded.
The car proceeded about 500 meters along an area of reclaimed coastal land before she brought it to a stop. So that's what he meant by landfill, I see. As I'm recalling the words of the detective from before, the woman continues our conversation with suddenly cheerful tone.
Look at that Pikachu tail hair she has.
Oh, she does have a little Pikachu.
What do you think? Pretty nice, isn't it? It's the absolute newest school in the vicinity.
You know, like, some hairstyles make sense to me. Like, when you look at it and you try to translate it to like what.
Love your Zyber-sama.
Like
Happy
IRL.
to see you.
See you later, Zyber. So, like, you know, the buns, I get it, the hair on the side, but the little Pikachu tail, like, what would that be? Would it just literally be, like, a weird strand of,
well, it's
like,
already
curly
impossible
hair?
to have the thing.
The cow tail? Like
Straight
that?
up.
Yeah, that's a cow tail. Or cowlick, I think it's cowlick. Yeah, like that it is. Well, I don't know, I've had my hair kind of like that before. Not intentionally. Anyway. Very nice. Barely even looks like a school. Although I'd heard it was a new school, its external appearance generally isn't what I expected. A 3-story building, the pure white color of the outer walls is the only typical school-like element, with every other aspect more closely resembling a city office building. Ooh, look at this nice fan. The gates to the right and left are less evocative of a school gate than a functional fence at some facility. The mounted signboards likewise is a utilitarian thing printed in a simple typeface rather than a hand-drawn work of calligraphy.
Come on. This is your future alma mater. That's how you say that, right? I don't know.
Alma mater? Alma mater? I don't know.
It don't matter. How about it don't matter?
Where's the deep upswelling of emotion?
I've only just arrived at this place. If I said I was deeply moved by the sight, it'd be a lie.
You're such a dull person. Human beings are creatures of imagination, you know? Are we human?
With an exaggerated sigh, she opens her hands wide in the overblown gesture of a third-rate actor.
It's newly established, so the school might not have much of an image yet, but the students are nice, normal kids, and...
I can't do it.
Hey, where are you going?
Her rigmarole is abruptly interrupted by the high-pitched shriek of 2 girls. Stop! Hey! I said yamate! Kudasai! Please, have mercy!
I mean, why are you running? Come play with the cute cicada!
Yeah, girl A and girl B. It's amazing, isn't it, Cassandra? Yeah, you're gonna win!
Dude, screaming bloody murder.
Laugh at me until you choke, I'm Magina! Don't think I'll forget this! No snacks for you today!
No, why?
Hey. Intense close-up.
Perfectly normal.
Dude, this is high-tech VM. Look
How
at all
did
those
she
sweat drops.
How did she make and find a tiny little leash to put on that tiny little bug? And how did that tiny little bug accept that tiny little leash?
She's dedicated. She is dedicated.
It is hot outside.
Normal? Could you define that term? Is there a class where we chase each other around brandishing insects?
That's not it? Those girls are, well, you know?
I don't think I do. But it's nice to see that's a lively school.
Right? Anyway, let's move on. Inside.
At a certain point in the game, there will be decisions you make.
Yeah, Michael Wilson says it branches off. So,
Yeah.
you know, this is better than Mass Effect Andromeda.
This actually has multiple endings.
Yeah.
Having apparently forgotten what she was planning to do with her outspread hands, she totters through the school gate.
Totters through the gate. Totters. What's tottering? I just think of like potato tots. I like want tots.
Her office is positioned quite near the school building front entrance. Dude, I would love to have an office like this one day. Does it just look legit? Like you have all leather couches.
I love the couches and the table.
And then you got all the sunlight coming in, you know, really healthy for you. And then, but it needs more computers. There's no computers on here. There's just like an office chair and an empty desk. You know, needs a computer, needs a couple of TVs around, you know. Air conditioning is good, that's there.
Well, one of those
Very
fluorescent
necessity.
lights kind of fades up into the ceiling, and then the whole TV drops down.
Yeah.
Everything, you have a wireless keyboard and mouse right there.
The furniture is nicely arranged based around an old-fashioned desk and chair. In contrast to the incongruity of the building's external appearance, this room is a textbook example of the old-fashioned principal's office. I don't know, my principal never had an office like that, ever.
Take a seat over there.
And sit on the genuine leather sofa. That's one
Real
of
leather.
the room's more prominent furnishings. Real faux leather going on here. After waiting for me to settle myself, she lowers herself into the seat across from me.
I'm the principal. Tachibana Chizuru. Welcome to Mihama Academy. Nice to meet you. Or would, it's been a while, be more appropriate, Kazuma-kun. Kazami-kun, sorry.
Kazuma is like a common name for these. On a practical level, nice to meet you might be better option.
Hajimemashite. Yes, you're probably right.
With a slight amused smile, Principal Tachibana takes out a pamphlet.
Well, in your case, I'm sure you're already familiar with the basic synopsis, but just in case, I'll give you the full explanation.
She flips past a couple pages of the brochure. I hadn't noticed, but her fingernails are lightly polished.
Oh, I know where this is going.
This is a private academy under the management of the Sakaki Academy Educational Corporation, in which students chosen from across the country gather in diligent pursuit of academic achievement. Our parent organization is the East Beach Express Railways, owner of a rail network that runs the breadth of the Kanto region. Through their support, the very best facilities and educators are brought in together here. First,
The principal talk shifts to more detailed matters.
blah blah blah. Did you hear about the Taco Bell fries? Blah 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 blah. I really like the sausage sauce from Wendy's. You ever get that? Blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, I did get. I got the sausage sauce. This is pretty legit.
She looks too young to be a principal. I guess that's how it goes.
That's anime for you.
That's the
like-
romance route
in-
for the principal.
I wouldn't doubt it. Like in VNs, if it's a female, you can bang it. It's just
Again, it's
how
better
the
than
way it
Andromeda. There's even more.
The second game explains why she looks so young, so you guys won't find out. What? You can't do anything about it. This game. The East Beach Express is an enormous corporate group with its hands in real estate and large-scale retail, but its core business is the management of the rail line connecting Tokyo and Haneda Airport. The EBE's management is
Thank
shouldered
goodness.
by the
Acronyms.
Sakaki family, and it seems plausible that the Sakaki Academy Corporation is also administered by them directly, but that's only a guess based on circumstantial evidence.
Geese.
There's a lack of public information on the secretive corporation's activities. The very existence of this academy isn't well known. I didn't gain anything that could be called definitive proof from my investigation so far.
You'll be entering the academy immediately as a second-year student. Your transfer will be announced during tomorrow's homeroom, and after that point, you're free to decide your own course.
Her fingers come to stop, bringing her hands gently together. The principal raises her gaze from the pamphlet and meets my eyes.
Well, I think it's an ideal environment for a normal student life, like the one you requested.
I have a few questions.
Go ahead.
First, today is a weekday, but there was barely anyone on the school grounds. What's going on? Here, on Fox News, Yuji Yakamoto, or whatever.
We have a hand-picked elite few. The total number of students, including you, is 6.
Its kids have a 3-story building.
Yep, yeah.
Yes.
Because this is like, that corporation owned or whatever. It's like, whoa, super fancy. It's like how like in Archer you got they're like secret agents that work for the government, but they're not part of the government.
Cassandra is happy to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Well wishes to you, sent to you through the internet.
What's up?
Thanks for hanging out.
See you later. The elite few. Oops. Ooh, I can scroll back.
Oh, I thought that was a choice.
Indeed. That includes our friends with the cicada just now?
Of course.
And
Mochiro.
question 2. Where am I living from today on?
This is a boarding school. I guide you to the student dormitory later. You'll walk to school from there.
The dormitory, is it?
Did I stutter?
It is a dorm, but it's considerably spacious, so don't worry too much.
In that case, not a problem.
Anything else?
Do we have delivery to this place? Like, or are there like restaurants
have
on the
Uber Eats?
premises? Like, do we have? Do you guys have like a convenience store on campus? And like, do they have those like new spicy hot Cheetos? Like the really ones, not the like old triple
Extra
hot
spice.
ones, like the quadruple ones.
Wow, I haven't seen the triple or the quadruple.
Before we finish, one last thing.
Dozo.
For this last question only, I stared directly into her eyes. I need to confirm the principal's intentions in bringing me here. After all said and done, is this a normal school? The principal closes her mouth. No, keep it open! After a moment of silence, she opens it again. That's better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yup.
A gentle smile. I'm convinced that she isn't lying to me to further some
Is this
hidden
your
self-interest.
ID in this?
Is this your idea? Yup.
And I found it in this
This
wallet.
So that must mean this wallet belongs to you. That sounds right to me.
So take it.
It's not my wallet.
I haven't forgotten what you asked me for back then.
The principal slowly stands up and walks to the window side. The athletic grounds are visible from the window. Although resembling those of a normal school, the grounds are skirted by an improbably high wall.
I want to enter a normal school and live as a normal student.
The mere handful of students, the bizarrely extravagant facilities, the on-campus dormitory, the high wall surrounding it all, they clearly indicate abnormality.
But, as you yourself are aware, considering your personal circumstances, there's no place that can give you that, other than here.
I guess you're right. I guess I'll just have to settle for this. You know, this is rock bottom. I'm not gonna get anywhere. Anyway.
I'll give you the same answer to the very end. This is a normal school.
The principal turns to face me.
Therefore, you don't need to do anything here except live normally as a student. I will never make any other request of you.
Understood. Karibukai desu.
Now then, I'll show you to that dorm, and I'm going to confiscate that effing gun.
You've been waving around too much. I'm sick and tired of it. Oh, this gun is my life. It's mine.
This is Japan. These things
There was-
are illegal here.
Yeah, they were banned.
How did you
Like-
get this here?
What did you like to know?
I would like to know. Stop it.
Yeah. So, do people die in this novel?
We don't know.
I
guess
don't.
Michael
I
would.
don't know.
Maybe.
In the anime, I can't remember anyone dying. So, there's a lot of dark shit that happens. A lot of dark shit that happens. On the grounds outside, a gust of salty sea air kicks up a cloud of sand.
Yummy.
This is the student dorm, including the management room. There are 11 rooms in total. Every room is equipped with its own bath, toilet, and kitchen, so there should be no inconveniences in your daily life. A basic set of furniture is also provided. What are you looking around for like that?
The cicada pair from earlier don't seem to be around.
Oh, you mean Suo-san and Irisu-san.
Two people get viciously murdered by Shinja's laser Mickey Mouse. We'll find out. Hey, last words, motherfucker!
You should have less buy it for $2 billion.
Oh, make sure you, I'll put a smile on that mouth.
The two of them might, well, still be at the school. Komine-san doesn't seem to be around either.
That Komine guy, a student here too?
Yes, I asked her for help guiding you around the dormitory, but she doesn't seem to be around.
So you don't have a minute grasp on the movements of the students. I see.
I'm merely the principal of this place, after all.
Merely, is it?
Hold on just a second, I'm gonna check her room.
The principal walks towards the interior of the building. Left there by myself, I stare vacantly up at the ceiling. Soon, I'm consciously falling into my habit of counting the number of visible sprinklers, then roughly estimating the scale of the building. Right. Calculating the time needed to gain control of the front entrance and ascertaining the location of the emergency exits. Not that many support pillars, are there? Guess that's why the ceiling is a bit low. Excuse me? Excuse me?
Poke, poke.
Having grown absorbed in analyzing the building, I don't even notice a tug at my sleeve. It's a kawaii maid person. Excuse me, can you hear my voice? Until the final excuse me of many finally catches my ear. Might you be the transfer student scheduled to arrive here today by any chance? I drop my gaze in the direction of the voice and find a girl in housemaid clothes looking up at me. It's my very dream. It's everything I wished for. Oh man, this is the best school ever already. Not that she's of particular diminutive height.
Diminutive.
No, it just says diminutive.
I've heard Bugs Bunny say that word
Diminutive.
once, so I always like to say it like he did.
Yeah. Except in comparison to a taller male like me. Or perhaps an intruder? No one's going to admit that they're an intruder if you ask them point blank. It comes to think of it, you're right. The scales have fallen from highs. The maid nods several times, slowly closes her eyes, and begins to repeat my words. No one's going to admit they're an intruder if you ask them point blank. No one's going to admit they're an intruder if you ask them point blank. Just spin around. Hold on, can I... Will it let me... No, not that one. This might be too...
What are you doing?
Okay.
What are you doing right now?
I was trying to... Look, it made sense
Somebody
in my
help me,
head.
I'm sideways. Somebody help me, I'm sideways. I'm sideways.
Look, it
Sideways,
was...
I'm in the void. Save me.
It was making sense in my
I
head.
can see Shinja, he's sideways.
It was
I'm
making...
sideways in the void.
I was trying to do a thing where I rotate us and I'm just spinning us around and I repeat the thing, but I couldn't find out how to do it. Anyway, enough of that. Yes, I got it. Well then, let me change the question. Are you not an intruder? Flexible thinking isn't your strong suit, clearly. I'm sorry? No, never mind. So what does the maid want with me? Well, as I said, I'm attempting to determine whether you're a suspicious character. This would be the second time today I've heard that pickup line.
Well, I'm dumbfounded. Why would you think that?
Why do you think I'm suspicious at all? That is truly impressive. As I was saying, are you a non-suspicious character? You're a lot tougher than you look, maid.
Komine-san, perfect timing. This is Kazami-kun.
You're good to Kasumi or Kazuma.
Zubumafu-kun.
Sumimasen-san.
Sumimasen-san.
The student who's just transferred in.
Oh, click on the wrong thing. At this point, having noticed our voices, the principal calls out to the girl. It seems this maid was Komine all along. So you were the transfer student after all. I see. I'm Kazami Yuji. Good to meet you. Yes, the pleasure's all mine. I don't think you introduced yourself. Pardon me. My name is Sachi. It's a pleasure to meet you. That is... Oh, Sachi Komine? Komine Sachi? Or whatever. And this time, it's nothing but the first name. I had this thought earlier was the other two, but you certainly gather some unique elites here.
Fostering the individuality of students is the responsibility of any school.
Which would mean that she's a student too?
Komine-san is a first year at this academy. Did she look old enough to be in front of the blackboard to you?
That's not really my point of confusion here. Our uniform creates certain preconceptions. For example, if I see a girl wearing bunny ears in a bar, I would ask what she's done with her Bible. What? I'm a little confused with this analogy, but whatever.
Ah, right. Komine-san does wear a maid uniform more often than not.
That's not an explanation. I need a reason here. Why is she in the maid uniform? Is she or is she not a maid?
True enough. Well then, Komine-san, please explain.
Certainly. Well, you see,
She's like perpetually off balance over here.
you see,
She's like standing at an angle. She's like Michael Jackson doing the 45 degree thing.
as you see, well, I just like being in maid dress. It's really nice. It's comfortable. I like being dressed in general. Don't you think it's nice to be dressed?
She's almost like a JoJo pose.
It kind of is, because her like elbows, like, don't they look like they're uncomfortably like bending into like? Anyway. As I've been entrusted with the position of class representative, I frequently respond to our teachers' requests for assistance and perform minor chores.
Yes, the upper year class uniform.
Oh, clearly. From "you're kind of like a maid," a certain conversation eventually shifted to "why don't you try on a maid uniform?" Finally, now that you've actually put it on, it really suits you, so you should wear it when you can. According to that suggestion, I intend to wear maid clothes whenever it's possible for me to do so. I see. You're a devoted one. That fallen bunny girl sister could learn a thing or two from you. Bunny girl sister? What?
It's, I guess.
From the analogy, right? Because she's a sister, but wearing right. Never mind. Yes, thank you very much. I wasn't really intending that to be a compliment, but there's no point in telling her that.
So, from this point, please let her guide you. It should be easier to get to know each other that way.
No objections. Hey, it's a cute girl,
Well then, Komine-san, I'll leave the rest to you.
Certainly.
Tanamu kudasai.
Well then, let's begin with a tour of the first floor.
Let's bounce.
Yeah, if you would, hurry up. I got a busy schedule. I'm behind an hour. The maid slowly begins to walk, but quickly comes to a stop in front of the management room. Stop dead. She's staring at me with an expression that clearly indicates she has something to say. What's wrong? You need something? Well, I forgot to inquire as to how you'd prefer me to address you. Come to think of it, you're right.
Big pimp.
I'm sorry. Well, you can call me whatever you want.
Small Daddy. When Small Daddy rolls into the dorm, you say, "What's the hap, Small Daddy? You got the quadruple hot Cheetos?"
I thought we agreed that it wouldn't be smart.
In my fishbowl.
Look, sumimasen-san.
Sumimasen-san.
In that case, would it be similar if I addressed you as sumimasen-san, you-kun?
Shut up, Kudasai-kun!
Oh, jeez, kun.
Kudasai-kun.
We've gotten pretty familiar all of a sudden, jeez, kun. Then would Kazami-san be more to your liking? Sure, anyway, I'll call you little bitch. Sachi. My bad. Would big bitch be better? Sachimo. No, I'm quite alright with Sachi. Her expression didn't change in the slightest, but her eyes at the moment she spoke those words had a strange forcefulness. That's so. Alright. Sachi, best regards and all that. Yes. Judging from her smile, it seems that she doesn't dislike being called Sachi. You gotta show
Small
her she
Daddy.
should call you.
Mr. Small Daddy rolls in with the quadruple hot Cheeto.
It'd be cool if like they actually like had you type in what like you wanted the characters to call you. Now let's get right to it. The room nearest to the entrance will belong to you, Big Daddy-san. Nameplate seems to fit. It's say it's the management room though. According to what I heard from Principal Tachibana, the idea was that you might serve as the superintendent of the dormitory while living in this room. In other words, she wants me to play the prison guard. Well, at the very least, 3 out of the 6 students living in this dorm are females. It would probably be prudent to have the room as far as possible from there to avoid potential trouble. Mind if I take a look inside?
Can you just read it?
You can just read it. Yeah.
Its name.
Of
All of
course.
them?
This is the key to the room. Feel free. Whenever I see a name, I'll try to remember it. When I open the door was the key she hands me. A prominent place set of kitchen and household goods catch my eyes. They seem to be in good shape, and I can confirm with a glance that the room itself will be a more than adequate living environment given my needs. 1 fire alarm and 2 sprinklers are installed in every room in the dorm. Got it. She seems to have guessed my thoughts from the direction of my gaze.
Slight zoom.
Ugh. Please don't remember. That would be a walk-in closet with a floor space of about 2.5 square meters.
Zoom out.
As a oh, you're so right. It is a subtle zoom in. And why?
I don't know.
As a little
it barely moved.
Yeah, as a little test, I focus my eyes on a different point of interest, and she provides an explanation in the same way. Although she's a little off in some departments, she seems to be pretty sharp in other respects. I see. Looks like there won't be any problems. As I speak, I twist the faucet over the sink. Was someone using this room before I came? No, I'm certain it was unoccupied for at least 4 months. The water's pretty clear, considering. Well, the building itself is quite new. Before you arrived, this room was occasionally used as something of a storehouse, so it's possible someone used the water recently. I myself would sometimes fill my water bucket here while cleaning. I see. That sounds like a dog almost.
Oh, yeah, poor little puppy dipping at something.
I twist the faucet to stop the water, drop the luggage I've been carrying on the spot, and promptly leave the room. Next, this open space just inside the entrance is something of a common area for all of us. She basically is a maid, but she's a student. She's a maid. The standard student dorm community space, is it? Sorry if I'm a little gassy guys today. Like, I don't know what it is. I think it's the game. It's just like, it's getting my insides all riled up. Yes, in particular, Maki-chan and Amane-san spent a lot of time here. That's so. It seems to be his common line. That's so. I see. Naruhodo. Although I haven't heard those names before, they must be other students. Also, this door next to yours leads to the boiler room. The stairs are opposite. And further on there are 4 rooms, of which the 3rd room next to the stairs is mine.
Each one contains a red coin and will take you 2 hours.
Oh, also, Michael got world record already.
Private school, less than 20 students.
Except
oh, wow. There weren't too many students.
3rd room next to the stairs is hers. Gotta remember that. If we ever get an option to go to a room, 2nd floor, 3rd room next to the stairs, remember that.
2-3.
It sounds like my college students have to do the cleaning and maintenance to keep costs down. Small pride school.
Hi, Vulcan!
Yeah, I like my high school used to do the same thing. College didn't, but high school did. Hello, Vulcan. How you doing?
Welcome to the Late Night Fruits of Grisaia stream.
I'd heard there are 11 rooms in total. Any reason why you picked one on the 1st floor? Oh, it's the 1st floor. 1st floor, 3rd room, next to the stairs.
1-3.
Well, as you know, my name is Sachi. Apparently, that sort of rhymes with room 3, and so I was encouraged to. I get the idea. Stop. Yamate.
ここが2階です。2階は
This is the second floor. This floor contains only personal rooms, and with the exception of myself, oh, I did it bad. And with the exception of myself, all the students live here. Which would mean that two of these are vacant.
はい。
Yes, room 7 and room 9 are currently unoccupied.
Okay, this bothers me. If it's Japanese, like, she said her name kind of rhymes with 3.
Yeah, son.
It's Sun. Sachi doesn't, but in English it would rhyme with 3. So Sachi, 3, but Sachi, Sun. Immersion is, I'm completely ripped out of the immersion. Just got finished watching Batman Returns.
Now I'm thinking, cause like, why would they put that there? Just like, you know, like, oh no, it's not the way.
I don't know. It makes you think.
I don't know.
Dude, bathhouse. Oh.
The third floor is.
This is a beautiful view. Like if you had a bath and then the ocean.
Maybe it's because Sachi almost sounds like 3, you know, almost like san chi.
I suppose they do teach English in school over there.
No, that doesn't make enough sense. Still, the third floor is structured as a bathhouse designed around this grand bathroom.
Just made me think. You know?
Well, talking Japanese is in English for the number here. On the other side of the stairs is a laundry room and space reserved for clothes and drying racks, so please use them when necessary.
Hey, Ice GG, get good sleep. And did DBZ Fighter unlock for you? Since it's like midnight?
Oh, that's out already. Whoa. Laundry, she'll do our laundry for us. Wouldn't taking care of someone else's chores be a nuisance? It's only natural for the class representative. Alright, I'll keep that offer in mind. Please do. There's no reason to refuse outright when the offer is delivered with such an earnest smile.
Okay, good stuff, man.
By the way, can we use this grand bathroom as we please? Yes, it's maintained periodically by a specialized contractor, so excluding cleaning, it's available 24 hours a day. However, as there's no separate space for male and female bathing, I would ask you to leave this note on the entrance when you enter. As she speaks, she hands me a card that reads, "In use, male bathing."
Agreed, Michael.
Sure, I think I might take advantage of it pretty often. The view up here is pretty nice. Yeah, her name is, if anything, sounds closer to 4.
Yeah. Which would be bad luck.
Isn't 4...
4 is their bad luck number.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ichi-ni-san yon, right?
Yeah, but they'll say yon instead of she.
Really?
Yeah, which is close to, you know, like shinu, shine.
Oh, okay, so 4, you can say she as 4.
It's like how we don't, you know, it's interesting. Here in the U.S., we don't have like 13th floors.
Yeah,
on
big
hotels. Buildings.
Yeah.
In Japan, they don't have 4th floors.
Interesting.
They skip right to 5 for that reason.
I learned something new. Sure, I think I might take advantage of blah blah. I regret that. It is indeed. There aren't any tall buildings besides the schoolhouse in the area, and the window glass is 75% transparent, so it's possible to watch the sun getting into the sea. It looks almost like you're there, because, you know, 75% transparent. We couldn't afford the 100% transparency windows.
Much like your full moon is teabagging into this nice hot water. The sun's doing it, teabagging into the whole ocean. How epic's that, bro?
Well then. An ocean view, huh? Not bad. I can give you a decent view if you want. If you'd like, you can give it a try right now.
Oh, let's go.
As she speaks, I notice Sachi's already holding a towel and change of clothes in her hand. You're pretty well prepared. Most people who see this grand bath are struck by the urge to give it an immediate try.
I'm the maid. I gotta make tea.
Jesus Christ. I see the fruit of your experiences.
I see fruit. Yeah, I've seen the difference.
What's wrong? Instead of a change of clothes for you, I seem to have accidentally brought my own.
That's fine.
I can wear anything.
Don't knock it till you try.
I'm slimmer than I look.
I can squeeze into that.
To demonstrate female underwear slips out from among the clothes in Sachi's hand. Is this a declaration that you want to bathe together? No, that wasn't my intention. I apologize. I really don't think there's anything to apologize for.
Yeah, there isn't.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Except that we're not getting in the bath!
No, is that a size 30?
Well, this concludes the tour of the dormitory. Do you have any questions? Let's see. Can I ask about something other than dorm? If it's something in my power to answer, then are you single? In that case, 3 size. Well, that's pretty close. Yeah, starting from the top, 82, 56, 83. I don't know.
I don't know centimeters.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what is what, and I can't visualize the shape. Right?
Because that stuff's in centimeters.
Is it? Yeah, it has to be. I don't know. 82 inches. Holy shit! It's like 6 feet long.
Happy early birthday again, Volk.
Happy birthday, Volka.
Again.
Or early birthday.
If you're
because it's not your birthday. It's Friday.
I'll be
Saturday.
able to-
Saturday.
I'll try and be able to jump onto Splatoon.
Let's see.
Splatoon will happen.
At the moment, is there a specific man you're going out with? Hey, I asked that.
いません。
No, there's not. Your experience with men today?
ありません。
None to speak of. Ooh. I know I'm the one who asked you these questions, but answering them so politely, would that also be because you're the class representative?
クラス委員は
A class rep is only class rep to the degree that they are of assistance to others. What an admirable devotion to customer service.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much.
他に質問
Are there any other questions? Nothing comes to mind.
わかりました。
Very well.
もし
If there's anything else you'd like to know, please dial 3 on the intercom telephone in your room. It will connect to my room. Call me anytime. Got it.
He just runs in there.
失礼しますね。
In that case, please excuse me for now.
失礼します。
Was that note a farewell? Sachi bows like a genuine housemaid and starts to turn away. Ah, Sachi.
はい。
Yes? Thanks for the tour. I appreciate
What's
it.
the number 3?
I was gonna say, but she actually said something.
So I know what
Of
door is
course.
yours and what number to press.
Now, 3 on the left or 3 on the right? Because there's like 6 doors, and I can't...
You're gonna ask me to remember this.
Oh, that was my phone. It's been a while since I've heard that sound. Hold on, let me lower the thing on that. Okay. The class representatives these days seem to be a surprisingly tough-willed surprisingly tough-willed breed. After Sachi's tour ended, I took another look around the interior of the building on my own. By the time I returned to my room, the sun is already low in the sky, and the light growing dim. Should probably put the stuff away before it gets dark. Opening my backpack, I pull out the contents and begin...
The continents.
I know, that's what it's on. The contents, and begin to put them away on the shelves I've been provided with. It's a real help that I've got a closet. Things I can leave in a visible place, and things to be stowed away in the back. Dividing my possessions between the two, the latter are clearly more numerous. Normal, huh? While looking over my mountain of luggage, I mutter in a self-deprecating tone. As I work, the sun sinks leisurely into the sea. That's my balls as well. Into this glass of water that I brought with me. Jeez.
As I yell at the top of my
Oh,
lungs.
day 1 over.
Lipton.
It's 4:45 a.m. At my usual time, 4:45 a.m., I woke up in my usual way and ran the course I'd marked down mentally on my way here. To tell the truth, when I was stopped by the policeman yesterday, it was because I'd been wandering back and forth in the same place. I've been planning out a possible marathon route, in other words. Is it route or route?
I've heard both.
Yeah. Get ready, guys.
Oh, should you quick save?
There.
Alright.
I woke at the usual time, ran at the usual time, and now I'm eating my usual breakfast menu. No different from the days when I was living together with my master in the mountains, my standard tempo of living. If there is a difference, it's limited to the slight surprise I felt when I opened my eyes and found a roof over my head. During my hike from Yamanashi, I'd gotten used to sleeping in the open, so when I woke up inside a room, There was a slight feeling of unease as I thought, right, I'm living in a dorm right now. That mild discomfort hasn't disappeared even now as I'm eating my corn cereal.
Oh, I would know what's exactly what corn cereal
Special
that is.
K.
That is Special K. Japanese edition.
It's it's hard to settle down inside a new layer until it's ingrained with your scent. Better start ripping some
Yeah.
big ones. Even so, I'll start living at this tempo every day from now on. Going to school every morning, so there's no real need to rush things. If I actively spend every day packing myself with potentially useful knowledge, someday this sort of lifestyle might come naturally to me. The effort strikes me as little troublesome, but as my master once told me, when it comes to your life and your women, a little bit of trouble is just about right. And speaking of women, they're a simple bunch, but that doesn't make them any less difficult to handle. Sex is common.
I say to myself as I shower with the lights completely off.
Yeah. Why is everything dark? I learned that much in my first year living with my master. In my master's words, when you're a brat, running fast is enough to make you popular. When you're a middle schooler, the guy who can fight will be popular. And after that, it's the guys with brains who get the girls. In other words, run, punch, and read books, and you'll never run dry. What do you think? Short and sweet, right? That was her theory, at least. Again, the squealing dog. The things she said were always ridiculously simplistic. Honestly, I ignored those words with a snort the first time I heard them, but my master was a woman who put her beliefs into practice. Every morning she made me run, and every day she hit me with a stack of books. Although I don't know if she's to blame, I still run 16 kilometers every morning and habitually read books whenever I have free time. Sometimes she was harsh, sometimes she was sweet. She would emit an abrasive, overpowering aura at times, but every once in a while she could be so gentle that I thought my brain would melt out of my ears. That's not a great feeling. I had that once in a dream where I thought my brain was shocked.
Oh.
I actually thought I literally died. And so I was drifting off in darkness and I could feel oozing stuff. And then my head falls off my bed, it slips off, and then I'm like, am I alive? Oh, I'm alive. Well, that was a dream. Anyway, a woman, that was my master. A woman was a sizable build who was nonetheless very picky about the little things. I've had a hard time dealing with large women ever since those days, but being aware of that fact doesn't mean I can fix it. It's not that I dislike them on a conscious level, but whenever I see a tall woman, I can't help but feel wary out of pure instinct. If you ask why I'm bringing this up all of a sudden, well, that would be because I've just been reminded that there's a large woman at the school as well. Whoa, big.
Oh, I'm B and you're A.
Okay.
If you do it that hard, it'll break. I'll break.
Hey, stop squirming. Sit still already and spare me your break. Since this place is a student dormitory, it's of course only natural that a community of students would already be living here, and it's entirely probable that they have their own rules that I don't know yet. Also, I'm a country hick, fresh from the rural areas of Yamanashi, so it goes without saying I'm pretty versed in the customs and rituals of this land.
Grats, Vulcan.
Oh, that is great, Vulcan.
Yeah, good to hear.
No more boiling water. I have no way of penetrating the depths of significance that might be hiding in an action that, at a glance, looks to be a simple case of bullying. What game's this? Or what are the rules? Huh? The puzzled faces staring back at me are familiar. It's the little girl / big woman combo I arbitrarily named the Cicada Sisters when I first arrived at the school yesterday. Who are you? What do you think? I think someone said that answering a question with a question is proof of stupidity.
Mr. Smallity.
That's so. I suppose that means I'm irredeemably stupid. Please call me Moron Boy, as if we've been friends for 10 years, Cicada Sisters. Cicada Sisters? I saw the pair of you from the gate yesterday. One of you was swinging a cicada around and the other was shrieking, if I remember correctly. You saw a bit of a weird side of us. Can you forget that happened? I'll see what I can do. Hey, would you be the new student transferring today? Yeah, Kazami Yuji. Good to meet you. I thrust out my hand, but the tall woman in front of me doesn't show any sign of grasping it. Come on, don't leave me hanging. She stiffened on the spot, staring fixedly at my face. It looks as though she's even forgotten to breathe. Something wrong? Huh? Right, the handshake. Sorry. The big woman's frozen expression suddenly melts as she lightly shakes my hand. It's an unexpectedly small but decisively cold hand. Kazami Yuji? Yuji-kun, huh? I see. I'm so Amane. Nice to meet you, Yuji-kun. Come on, Makina, aren't you going to introduce yourself?
Why do I? Oh, she actually
Oh,
speaks
in English.
I won't. I'll try not to talk over that.
He's not going to bite. Your name?
Makina, Irisu Makina.
Iris Machina? Iris is a Greek god, and isn't Machina a Latin word? Literally translated, it would be something like Mecha Rainbow Goddess. I would just think like, I don't know, Rainbow. Yeah, it would be Rainbow Mecha. What country are you from? You might not guess it from the way it sounds, but it's Irisu and Makina. Irisu Makina. She's Japanese. Wasn't she speaking English just now? She's a bit linguistically confused. She flew around all sorts of foreign countries with her parents up until she was 6 years old. I see. Well, good to meet you.
Dude, press X to Jason up in
What
the
up,
chat.
Jason?
Welcome to the late night super.
Fruit of Grisaia stream.
What I was going to ask is, I was checking to see who was. Welcome to the stream, but I was checking who was playing Super Mario Maker on Twitch, and I saw another press X to Jason on Twitch.
Is that you?
And I was able to tune into like the last little bit. He was playing credits of like everybody that followed him. I was curious if that was you, if you're the same press X to Jason.
Are there multiple Jasons?
They're very well. It's kind of a Heavy Rain meme. So
Yeah, I know,
I'm
it's
not too
a-
sure.
yeah.
And it was spelled a little bit different, so
I
I
know.
couldn't be too sure. I thought I'd ask if I saw you pop into
Oh,
the
it's
stream
spelled
again.
different.
Yeah, but his doesn't have. The only difference is I don't think that one had the letter O in Jason, so I wasn't sure if it was the same or not.
Oh. Staring at my outstretched hand in silence, Makina clings to Amana's back as if trying to hide herself. What's wrong? Sorry, this girl's pretty shy around strangers and not really used to boys. She spent a long time in the hospital for one thing, and she hasn't met many guys around her age. I think she's a little confused on how to deal with you.
No, not me. Oh no, it's all good.
It's good, man.
It's all good.
I withdraw the hand I've
Just
been
thought I'd
holding
ask.
out towards Makina. There's no need to force her to deal with me in the first place, I guess. It's fine. If we spoil her like that, she'll never change. Come on, Makina. How about a handshake? Don't give me a... Kids who can't manage a proper greeting don't get any snacks. Don't get any snacks supposed to be an effective threat in this day and age? Or so I thought. But hearing those words, Makina bites her lip tightly and extends her...
Can you full screen me for a second? Just my impression.
and extends her right hand towards me with a strained expression. I gently clasp her small hand and put on the natural-looking fake smile I learned from my master. I'm Kazami Yuji. Good to meet you.
I'm Irisu Makina. Nice to meet ya.
Her voice is small and marked by a distinct lisp.
Oh, she has a lisp? That's good to know. I'll be sure to integrate that.
Oh, jeez. Her hand is as tiny as her body, and it's hot like that.
She's just gonna be a girl water boy. What's
That
this is for?
That lasts for, like, I don't know. It's a little weird. Elias Vasquez, how you doing? How's it going?
This was gifted to us via Steam. We are currently playing this on PC.
Yes.
I'm not sure what other platforms it's on, but that's where we're playing it.
Yeah, we're playing it on PC right now. It might be on PS4, but
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that's how we're playing it.
Yeah.
And also, welcome to the stream, Elias. Welcome to the late night Fruits of Grisaia stream.
Going onward. See, he's not so scary, right? Let's not just say hello. How about you two walk a bit?
What's your favorite animal?
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
I like dogs. What about it? An answer before the question this time. I'm not really the indecisive sort. I don't hesitate when I need to come up with an answer. Even more so when I have an important decision to make. Compared to failing without even trying, I'd rather take action, even at the risk of a mistake. Ooh, very cool.
Kakoi!
Are you mocking me? Perish the thought. Then why'd you laugh? Why'd you think? That face, though. I don't know, there's something about the
I'm
lips.
getting some vibes from Asuka from Evangelion.
I never watched Evangelion.
Don't waste your time.
I've heard answering a question with another question is a sign of stupidity. Snap! Right back at her! Oh my, I suppose that means if I'm an idiot from now on, please call me Moron Girl, as if we've been friends for 10 years. Got it, Moron Girl. I'm laughing now, but say that again and it won't end well. What a troublesome woman. You're leaving already? I don't really feel like being late on my first day. There's still an hour until class starts, you know? I'm used to waiting. I'll kill the time sightseeing over there or something. I'm not gonna say that's a bad idea, but it seems a little weird. I get that a lot. Well, see you in class. Yuji, wait! What? Mind if I ask you a question as well? See, this is me on a daily basis. I roleplay myself talking to girls and back and forth. Like, this is how I prepare myself mentally. Like, when I go outside and I'm like, okay, if I run into a cafe, this is exactly how it's gonna happen. If it's something I can answer. Have
you ever seen quadruple hot flaming hot Cheetos?
I heard that they're supposed to have it on this campus somewhere. Sorry, never mind. If you got something to say, spit it out. No need to hold back. I'll ask you a little later, after I got my thoughts together. I see. I don't understand the thought patterns of large women. My master would probably say, if you don't understand by now, you never will. But my own thoughts are more along the lines of, even if I could understand, why bother?
Wow, that sounds like my friend Ice. Shout outs to my boy Ice. That sounds like something he would say.
Dude, maybe this character is like Ice, you know? It's just like, whatever. Fuck. The more we play this, the more we're gonna realize this is actually Ice's life in high school or something.
So, that sounds dumb. And even if I understood the dumb, what would I do with that dumb? I love him.
Having said that to Amane, I'm confronted with the fact that there are no sites particularly worth seeing here. There's easily an hour until the start of class.
The swimming pool hallway. It does look like a line of water. Yeah. It's a big slip and slide.
Yeah,
it's the expressway.
Yeah, like it does look like you could just just slip in and it's like, whoop, this is it.
Yeah. It's well, class 4D's down there. See ya. Whee!
Oh man.
Do you ever see that GIF? I wish I could find that GIF that easy, but like, there's this chubby little kid who's just wearing swim trunks, and he's dancing around, and then he just belly flops face first, and he kind of slides on the ground like it's a slip and slide, but he's doing a dab while he's sliding like face first.
But on what is he doing this?
I don't know.
It's not a slip and slide?
No, it wasn't a slip and slide. It's like a really sleek pool surface.
Oh, okay.
I wish I could find that GIF that easy. But I just have imagery of somebody doing that down this hallway.
See you guys.
Yeah, it was a dab. Which game is on which platform? We're playing this on PC. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, this is called
What's
Fruit.
dab, Dan? I
Fruit
will
of Grisaia.
ask Shinja.
Why don't you demonstrate? I can't show. Obviously my multi dab is just this. I can't even do like the quick ones. Like, why don't you show us?
Why don't we keep playing this?
Might as well wait in the classroom. Right after I mumbled those words, just as I began walking down the swimming pool. What the? As I'm making my way towards the classroom the principal had described yesterday, I hear something resembling a scream. No, not a scream exactly.
Sounds like a bird.
What is the hell? Although it doesn't seem to be an emergency situation, I'm certainly a bit concerned by the sound. It's dramatically out of place in the otherwise quiet morning schoolhouse.
Is Salmon Run open, Vulcan?
For the time being, I decided to approach. Dude, they're on par with the transitions on here. Should I do this, or you want the girl?
You've been doing a lot of talking lately.
Yeah.
You probably won't be happy with the voice I have in mind, though.
That's fine. When I peer inside through the hallway window, I find a single woman shouting in the direction of the blackboard. Judging from the fact that she's wearing a uniform, it would seem that she's a student here like Sachi Yamane and Makina. Apparently oblivious to my presence, she continues her routine.
Why not complete? Then, next up...
This is the tsundere character, by the way, so that's probably a perfect voice. After deeply inhaling...
1, 2... I
all in one breath, she firmly lets loose a string of syllables familiar as a vocal tuning exercise.
Alright, I started at one breath. Nice work, V! That is, I... I'm telling you to do what I say! Nah, that's not it. This is no good at all.
This paper's completely blank. What am I gonna do?
I'm telling you to do what I say. Yeah, that was good, I think. Moving on. It's not like I did it for your sake or anything.
I did it for me. I got this triple cheeseburger because I wanted to eat it all by myself.
Dollar menu.
Hey, Uncle Lester, how you doing?
Uncle Lester.
Dude, it has been, and thank you so much for your continued support. You're so
Happy
kind.
to see you over here, Uncle Lester.
The man with the long, beautiful hair from the D&D streams told me to tell you that he washed his hair just for you that night. What was it? While staring at the memo pad in her hand, she awkwardly but forcefully rattles off phrases one after the other. It seems like it'd be best to ask her what she's doing directly.
Press X to Jason ask, how late are you guys on for tonight? Well, we're debating to see if we can get Taco Bell fries or not. Which means we would end a little bit earlier.
I'm down for ending in like 10 minutes if you want. Because I don't know if we're ever going to get into decision making this stream at all, even if we go for like another hour. And my throat is starting to like...
If your throat hurts, it'd probably be good to take a break.
Yeah.
But we're streaming the food.
Yeah, if we go get food, we're streaming it. We need to find out if they are serving the fries, though.
Would you get anything even if they weren't? You're already there.
Yeah,
so.
I would. It seems like it'd be best to ask her what she's doing directly. Whoa. This is a broadcasting club? Like, is that like how she like acts like surprised was her hands like in her back like that? Like, you know, she's like stretching them and whatnot. In response to my question,
she has a fang.
Yeah. She does have fangs, or one fang. You know, it's a tsundere fang. Yeah. In response to my question, or more likely my entrance, the woman leaps up in shock and draws back a good 3 meters.
Taco Bell's effing delicious. Do you need me to call your local Bell up and make sure they are at full menu?
Don't worry
That's
about
a kind
it,
thought of you.
I have the app, so I'll check it up. I'll check it out.
Check that app. We're curious because the new fries technically launch on the 25th. Who might you, who do you think you are?
Just as I'm getting ready to rephrase my question, the woman preempts me was her own. Me? Kazami Yuji. I'll be transferring here as of today. Technology belt. Yeah.
Transfer. Student. Here.
This is probably one of my favorite girls in the thing. I don't know why. I like all the girls in this thing. They're super kawaii.
Mike Wilson says, yeah, that'd be a good idea. Stop sooner or later. Since you got a while till you start making choices.
Yeah. I'll probably play it a lot on my off time. But I wanted to at least stream it for a bit. Just to give you guys your first impressions. Nodding, I walked a few steps forward and stand in front of the woman. So, were you doing some sort of rehearsal after all? Sorry if I interrupted.
I'm not acting at all. Not at all. It's just me. That's how I am. So don't worry about it. Worry about it.
I just snorted. Which is it?
Forget it. Forget it already. Just sit down.
Let me alone! God! Everyone's always pestering me! I just want to be alone! I don't quite follow, but if I start asking questions, she'll probably get even noisier, so I choose the path of least resistance.
Stay cool. Stay cool. He's a transfer student. So, the first impression is crucial. You can do this. I mean, you do.
After I flop down on a chair, this woman mutters to herself in a low but perfectly audible voice.
I'm Matsushima Mitsuru. Hajimemashite.
Baka. In contrast, she delivers herself introduction with an artificial brightness. That's so. Initials MM, huh?
Yeah, but it's not like that makes me a massive masochist or anything. What kind of... How do you come to that conclusion? I think of the chocolate first. Anybody would.
Oh, don't you worry, Uncle Lester. We've got 2 hours. No, we got like an hour and a half, like, to be at Taco Bell anyway.
Second grade class? No way. What
Really?
a crazy coincidence.
That is like a huge coincidence. The way you talk sound like Yoda. It is kind of bordering. We're doing this again. You have your Yoda. Your like.
You think Lumpy Space Princess sounds like Yoda?
Wait, like a little bit. Like, think about it.
I
Just
suppose
a
I can
little
see the
bit.
resemblance.
Vulcan just pointed it out, and now I'm like, yeah, that's kind of true. Nobody said anything remotely like that.
Sorry about... That's what you were implying.
Do you want to be called a masochist that badly?
Of course not! It doesn't even make sense!
That is the most cartoonish face I've seen in this
Since
whole
meat,
thing.
it does not.
Yoda after a line of snow. Snow. Quite an energetic woman. She drops the subject and forges boldly on ahead.
Snort or snort not? More for me. Well, I do some representative sort of stuff for this class, so if you run into any problems, you might want to request my advice.
Yo, is this the good stuff? Good stuff this is!
Carry bad stuff, I do not.
Very white, pure essence!
Carry bad stuff, I do not.
On me, holding back Eeyore? Best not, you be! Well, I do some representative sort of blah blah blah. I already think I read this. What does that sort of mean?
You know, because there's another class rep, so, well, stop nitpicking.
Fair enough.
Yes, suspiciously understanding. Well, that's fine, but...
The woman's voice suddenly grows quieter.
I apparently got quieter. I'm asking in advance. How are you with jokes?
I wouldn't call myself an enthusiast.
What I ask?
She clears her throat effectively.
じゃあ
Alright, I'll make an exception and let you call me by my first name. By all rights, you should be addressing me as Matsushima-sama. But I will grant you special permission. She's very expressive. Crap.
Yeah, this is the most expressive character we've got into the
I
whole
screwed up.
game.
It should have been fine according to the template. Maybe the Sama thing was overdoing it after all?
Oh, see, this one's fitting in. Was like,
Oh, jeez.
she's my kind of girl already. She's doing the odd G's.
Let me try that again!
You want me to call you Michiru? Yes.
Yeah, that's good. That's fine.
She humps to herself and nods emphatically,
Do or
apparently
do not.
satisfied with this result.
Do or do not, but get some fries.
I need fries. Even if we don't get Taco Bell fries, are you saying we should get fries elsewhere? Is that what you're saying?
Possible advice.
Next, she takes a colorful water of some sort. Wait, wafer. I don't know why I read water. She takes a colorful wafer of some sort out of a small container and crunches down on it vigorously. What are you eating?
Huh? You can't have anything! It's fine!
Wasn't asking.
There's none left!
I was just wondering what those are.
It's just ramen candy. Not that it's any of your business!
That's so. From the way you were showing them off, I was pretty sure you wanted me to ask.
Shut up already! Who decided that? It's not like I was eating them for your sake or anything.
I'm confused.
That went pretty well just now. I think that was solid. Very convincing. I think I might just be unexpectedly good at this. What's her deal?
I got a strange sense of deja vu from her phrasing just now. What was it? One of those long advertisements they put up inside trains. Since I don't ride them often, the few I've seen stand out in my memory. Right, they reprinted this idiotic article from a women's magazine about how to make men fall for you. Purposely treat them coldly at first in order to create a contrast for your affection when you make your move.
Well, why are you lost in thought all of a sudden? Dang! What do I do in this situation? I guess I can understand if you're awestruck by my beauty. No, wait. Is this an entirely different character? Hold on a second.
So you're supposed to be a tsundere?
Is that what they say in the army? Whoa. Chigayo! That's not it. That's not it at all. I mean, it is, yeah, but crap. Why would you come out and say it?
Well, Michiru covers her mouth with her left hand as she staggers backward in apparent shock. Her reaction is a bit puzzling, but I think I probably hit the bullseye. I see. I think I understand. You're playing at tsundere in an attempt to attract male attention. But there's still some points I'm not clear on. Like, that hair. Why are you bleaching it?
This is my natural color. Totally genuine.
Please, a genuine blonde has more natural tone, not that artificial-looking gold color. I've known a few.
Leave me alone. There weren't any better colors at the hair salon.
That's so. Next time I happen to visit America, remind me to pick you up some better hair dye. So, as I was saying, why bleach it? And that hairstyle is a little odd too. It's not one I see that often.
This is the way it has to be. There's nothing I can do about it.
The way what has to be?
The tsundere is a cursed existence.
It's more profound than you realize. Gosh, no one understands me anymore. It's like the new goth. Michiru begins to mumble her words under her breath as if to enumerate the curse's power.
My natural color is strong, so even if I bleach it, I have to leave it in for an entire day. The over-the-counter stuff is rough on the skin, so I go out of my way to order online from some company in Toyohashi. Frankly, it's all a huge nuisance.
That she has to describe the tsundere curse in first person seems to be strange, but pointing that out would only prolong this, so I'll leave it be.
But you've got to be blonde and have twin tails. Otherwise, you won't be recognized as a genuine tsundere.
I don't think that's actually in the, like, tsundere, like, template. Like,
It wasn't like that
I
in,
don't know. Dora?
Yeah, I was trying to think of the name Toradora. I thought of Taiga. I couldn't remember the name.
She was short. See, it has to be short and fierce. That's the only template requirement, really. Not really. You don't have to be short.
So, is she wearing a fanny pack? I haven't gotten a good look.
That's a good question. I thought it was just a belt.
Maybe it could be. But this is what... No, this is who I am.
No, yeah, she has a fanny pack.
So don't you dare deny my identity! It's a fanny pack. Dope.
Michiru jabs out an index finger in my direction and...
Tsundere means blonde and twin tails. Understood? No, I demand that you understand!
As she runs out of breath and grants out, the curtain finally drops on Michiru's one-woman show.
Insane.
The echoing of her ragged breath is the only sound in the otherwise silent classroom. Exactly 30 seconds pass. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm counting too slow. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Why aren't you saying anything?
It's tough being a tsundere. Got it. Oh, I skipped one. No, wait. Okay. I'm not sure if that wasn't what she was looking for, if she's just left the world to go on, but she glares at me for a while, emitting a sound reminiscent of a malfunctioning industrial machine. Anyway, let's get along, Michiru. Okay.
I don't want to get along with you! Why don't you get along with yourself by yourself? She's shaking her fist in anger.
The way you did it, though.
She's shaking her fist in anger, Shinja.
But the way you did it.
Anger. She's clear. Look at that face. It's the most angry face we've seen in this game so far.
Goes without saying, you plan to get along just fine on my own.
That's supposed to be the part where you stutter in confusion. Baka!
It really isn't easy being a tsundere, is it?
Leave me alone! Go away!
Finally breaking down, Michiru begins flinging waste paper, permanent markers, and anything else lying around in my direction in an attempt to drive me off.
Night, Vulcan.
Yeah, Vulcan. Are you crying? Sorry, my bad.
I'm not crying! You jack!
My attempt at apology seems to only have fueled her anger, so in the end I decided to temporarily withdraw, as in fact called for. Oh, I decided a temporary withdrawal is in fact... Okay. Class is starting in another 15 minutes, but it should be fine. I'll just kill sometime somewhere. Oh, that sounded weird. Morning. Good morning. After 5 minutes before the start of class, practically the moment after I enter the classroom, Amane and Sachi arrive. The tsundere from earlier is looking at me with naked aggression, but noticing the arrival of the others...
That's her, right? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not paying... Morning, Amane, Sachi.
Resuming the performance in question, she promptly calls out to them. Good morning to you, Michiro-sama.
Ah!
The instant her greeting is returned, Michiru runs over noisily and shakes her hands in front of Sachi.
6Z? Yeah, there's so many desks here, but there's only 6 people.
Yeah, there's only 6 or 7 people.
Sachi, I thought I asked you to quit it with that Michiru-sama thing, I mean.
But you said I absolutely had to address you this way, Michiru-sama.
That was just a joke. Can we try to format and re-enter that data just this once, maybe? Please?
Michiru, while glancing over in my direction for some reason, desperately entreats Sachi. Amane, leaning on a desk, seems to be occupied, was trying to hold in her laughter.
Yeah, it was 11Z.
But I was told absolutely. Absolutely. So I was only...
Don't cry! Don't cry! Hold on a second. This is an order! An order!
Understood. I won't cry. The instant Michiru speaks, Sachi's tears abruptly vanish as if someone threw a switch. Michiru watches her cautiously, sweating heavily.
Jeez, fine. Whatever. I'm not gonna force you or anything, so tell me what you want.
What you really, really want. Certainly, Michiru-sama. Michiru staggers her way back to her seat. It was all the vitality of a limp rag. You feeling alright, Michiru-sama?
I will kill you.
Sorry, I just wanted to give it a try. Michiru collapses weakly onto her desk.
Morning.
Makina's lisping voice sounds from the rear of the classroom. Seems like she might not be used to my presence yet. Judging from the way she beelines straight for Amane, hides herself behind her, and steals glimpses at me. Morning. Your shyness terror of men, or whatever, continues to impress me. Makina... Oh, wait, that's you.
It's alright. He might be a bit of a pain in the neck, but this guy doesn't seem like a shady character or anything.
Appreciate it, Michiru.
It's not like I did it for your sake or anything. Perfect! It was absolutely perfect, Jessica!
Keep up the good work. Apart from the large women, this bunch seems to present quite a variety of communication difficulties. Nothing but fantastically normal students here, eh, Principal? As if in response to my sarcasm, with the chiming of the opening bell,
Good morning.
the perfectly normal principal appears before my eyes. Wait a second. There's only 4. As we were right at the beginning of the school day, I noticed a difference from the information I'd heard yesterday.
Nice to see everyone, or not quite.
Standing at the podium, the principal notices the irregularity at a glance.
Sakaki-san is absent today, I suppose.
Her tone seems to be asking if anyone's familiar with the circumstances.
Probably just taking advantage of her flexible working hours again. What else is new?
True enough, she hasn't been here much except the evenings for a while now.
But what's going on with you and Sam?
I wonder if something happened. Apparently, I'm not the only one with questions about our lone truant.
Oh well, I'd hoped to introduce her to Kazumi-kun, but I'm sure you'll run into each other eventually.
You're strangely tolerant.
She is nowhere near the podium.
There are some circumstances involved. Alright, I'll be taking attendance.
That's true. They put her super close up as if she's like, right in front of you, but she's like way back here. They could, yeah, I don't whatever.
It would have made it, yeah.
From an open window, the scent of the tide pods flow into the
Tide!
Perhaps because of the walls and steel fences surrounding us at all sides, it's not always easy to remember that this place is in fact close to the sea. In contrast to the breeze and the blue skies, intimations of freedom, the gray of those jutting fences speaks of denial and rejection. While my classmates raise their voices energetically, I pass the time staring into that sky. School life, huh? Oh, I thought that was the end of the day, but it was just whatever. This is the audiovisual classroom. All the seats are equipped with a full range of listening devices, so it's well suited for studying languages. Looks that way. I can tell from a glance that this place is well equipped. Using the time after the homeroom period, I'm getting a small introduction to the school's facilities from Sachi. Normally, this would be the principal's job, but she seems to be occupied with official duties, so I ended up getting another tour from our class rep. The library is constantly connected to an external server by a high-speed line, so it's possible to quickly find and retrieve a variety of high-quality material at any time. So it's not like they got fiber in there. Therefore, there's no stock of DVD or Blu-ray discs whatsoever, which would make checking a movie out impossible, I guess. That's right. Amane-san was also disappointed by that at first. Sachi smiles a bit wryly as he speaks. Most of this stuff is probably in that pamphlet somewhere, but Sachi's explanations are comparatively to the point, clear, and easy to understand. It seems she's actually quite intelligent. There's also a fairly good selection of previously broadcast television programs available. If you can't find what you're looking for, you can submit an application, and if approved, they'll add it to the server. Looks like they weren't that sloppy on the casting after all. Huh? What are you talking about? The school drama currently being broadcast. Huh? The joke flew right over her head. That concludes the tour. Having completed a general review of the school's facilities, Sachi's explanation comes to an end. Thanks, it was a big help. Not at all. This is my responsibility as class rep, after all. I guess so. More importantly, Kazami-san, are you not leaving yet? Yeah, there's still a classmate I haven't met yet, after all. I suppose so. Hearing my response, Sachi's brisk tone gives way to a hesitant mumble. What? It's nothing. Please don't worry about it. After a brisk bow, she quickly runs off down the hallway. Did I trigger a death flag just now? I don't think there's a single person in the world who wouldn't worry after that kind of ominous foreshadowing.
Roger.
Well, that might be an overstatement. There are some pretty carefree people out there. I'm just not one of them. Seems like it would be best to be on my guard, or more so than usual. The light flooding in through the windows has shifted from overhead to my side. It won't be that long until the sun sets. This is Sky Viewing Simulator. Dude, it kind of sort of matches the background, you know? The twilight. It needs to be just a little more darker or orangey, but it's almost there.
Mm-hmm.
After parting from Sachi, I walk the empty hallway alone. My surroundings are very nearly soundless thanks to my habitually quiet footsteps. However, inside the stillness, I sense a definite presence at my destination. She finally show up? I hear a faint sound from the interior of the previously silent classroom. With that confirmation, I slowly open the door. You want to do this one?
Okay.
The moment I enter the classroom, tension fills the air. Behind a window seat desk in the middle of the classroom, a chair rattles as its occupant turns to face me. Yo. What up, bitch? Well,
It's Mr. Small Daddy.
Well, it might not be the most polite first greeting. I call out casually as I approach in order to demonstrate my lack of malicious intent. Sakaki Yumiko, right? Her expression doesn't change. Sitting on the chair, absolutely stock still, she stares fixedly at me. I'm Kazami Yuji. I'm a new student here as of today. I come to a halt in front of her desk. So, I'll be your classmate as well, it seems. Pulling out a chair from the desk in front of her, I sit down. At the moment, we're about a meter apart. Nonetheless, the woman stares at me so tensely that she seems to be forgetting to breathe. Rather than staring, her expression could be more accurately described as glaring. I wasn't able to introduce myself in the morning. Heard you'd probably be around in the evening. I keep talking regardless, but no response is forthcoming. Maybe she's got a psychological problem with men, like Makina? But then again, she didn't try to run when I approached her. I changed my position on the seat to face her directly. Straddling the chair, I lean forward slightly. The motion has closed the 1 meter gap between us down to about 70 centimeters. I'd like to at least confirm your identity. Hey! As if to declare her refusal to acknowledge my existence, the woman stands from her seat and briskly moves to exit the classroom. How about at least responding to me? I follow her immediately. The woman opens the classroom's rear door just enough for one person to pass and tries to slip her way outside. Oi! Calling out again, I try to follow her through that gap. Gah! At that moment, the woman forcibly slams the door shut. She clearly closed it knowing full well I was trying to follow.
Huh?
Her expression betrays surprise. Maybe she'd been expecting me to get my hand caught in the door or back off from having it slammed in my face. Instead, the door she'd attempted to slide closed is firmly held open by my hand, an outcome she apparently hadn't been prepared for. You could have broken my hand, you know that? Oh, she's the one who was trying to shatter my fingers. She's glaring at me like I'm the bad guy here. What exactly did I do to deserve this from someone I've just met? I'm just looking for an introduction. Opening the half-shut door, I take a step forward. She doesn't back down. Oh. Snap! Quite the greeting. Great voice acting. You're getting great lines fed to you here. I stop the motion of her hand about 5 centimeters before its target. It isn't the most efficient block, but for the purpose of diffusing her reckless hostility, an easily comprehensible action seems necessary. I was expecting something of the sort, but you favor the classic slap to the face, I see. Maintaining my grasp on the woman's wrist, I stare her down at short range. As for the woman, she's staring right back, her eyes open, wide with shock, completely still. Well then, let me ask you again. The strange orange glow of the evening sun illuminates the classroom.
Do you like to play it rough?
Are you Sakaki Yumiko? Her expression, hostile as ever, the woman slowly opens her mouth. With an air of slight resignation, but clearly unwavering in her refusal of any relation with me, she speaks.
What if I am?
Okay, good to meet you. I was hoping you'd say something like, I'm Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I'm Colonel Sanders.
As the evening sun fell behind a cloud, its light dimmed, and the classroom filled with shadow, with the sound of Yumiko's breath and the faint roar of the waves from behind the walls, the curtain was raised on my normal student life. Oh,
Crap, dude.
that was the introduction.
Let's go, YouTube. Content ID. This.
Yeah, right there.
This is where we get hit with the content ID for the show.
It's just white.
Oh, what? Why?
Why is it just white?
Why is it just white in the stream? That makes no sense.
What? What? I'm trying to get this. Is this like a different thing?
Is it like playing some kind of encrypted like video file? How's it doing this?
We're probably gonna get copyright claim because of the music anyway. It like
What?
What?
Frick? I'm so surprised this is happening. What has everybody's measurements?
Why isn't it doing anything? Well, I guess we're just gonna sit here like this.
Guys, this is I've never seen anything like this happen. This is like when the PS4 like blocks scenes, but this shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, but that was interesting. Well, I mean, I guess this is as good a time as any to like end the stream. But we can dance to the music.
We definitely gotta save after this plays.
Guys,
all it's doing is like showing the girls doing a bunch of different things. You know, it's like an anime opening.
Yeah, it's literally an anime opening. But it's like more cutesy and chibi. And it says Le Fruit de la Grisaia.
I saw the curvature of a butt cheek on one of them for like 2 or 3 frames.
Will it come back right after this?
Is it gonna show up? Dude,
Yeah! How did you do that?
How did it know? I'm really surprised. What the heck's up with that?
Is that an OBS thing? Like,
I'm only thinking like it's playing some kind of video file that had like HDCP on it.
but it's not right.
That's the only thing I can think of. How I can't think of anything. And
There
even
has to
that
be-
doesn't completely make sense.
I mean, yeah, probably like just a straight up like desktop capture rather than like what I'm doing. That's like game capture would probably work, but because like how could it get around that? But
yeah,
man,
that's
really
why I'm
weird.
thinking it was totally a video. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a video. It was definitely a video.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess if you guys are that desperate to see it, I guess look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, you could just
somebody will rip it
Google
proper.
It's like you're not missing like a whole bunch. Which means game catcher could drop it because it's not the same handle. Well, but it was the same executable, or
Unless
it must
we
have been
did-
playing somewhere else. I guess.
I
Like,
can't imagine this happening a lot, but let's say we hit like an important like story part, and then one of these
Oh, it's
pulls
a
up. That would
cutscene.
be kind of obnoxious.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
it's like a key
this
point
is
in
a
the
one-off.
story.
I don't know if we'll do this again on stream. Same EXE isn't the same as HWND. I don't even know what an HWND is. So, whatever. Anyway, save. I did it. Okay. Let's.
Hard save.
Can I hard save system?
I see you save in the top left.
No. Oh, here we go. Save.
するわ
Save situation.
There you go. Very good. Beautiful. I shall continue.
Handle to window.
So basically, everything text box style, sort of get a HWND handle to a window, but window isn't necessarily a window like with an X and stuff. Basically, magic due to how Windows OS works. Interesting.
This makes
You
me
gotta
want to
play-
check out the
Yeah, I
anime.
will for sure. Dude, the anime I liked it. It's much faster paced than this, obviously, because you don't have the whole internal monologues. The thing about the visual novels that kind of might turn people off is like it's a lot of like instead of show and tell, it's more of tell.
I was like, when he was describing what the fence looked like, it's like I can see it right there. You don't
Yeah.
need to tell me.
No,
what
in the
fence
anime,
looks
it's
like.
nothing like this. In
Sure,
the anime,
I
it's
believe
all
that.
like
yeah.
it's like
Sure.
it's a lot more silence.
That's what
and-
novels are. Novels
Yeah.
can go on and on about describing things.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the point as well. You're supposed to draw the picture in your mind, but whatever. Anyway, guys, those of you who have stuck with us until now, thank you so much. Who wants to do a Taco Bell run?
Yeah, who wants to come with us?
Is anyone coming with us? Who's still watching? Because I'm down for a Taco Bell run. I need to see what they got, though.
I'm thinking maybe the app would have to update to put the fries in there.
It pulls the stuff like straight from the
Okay.
place.
Yeah, it looks like we're switching up to a food stream.
Yeah, let's see. It's this one right here, right? Yeah.
Call ahead about the fries. Oh, I mean, I would still pick up something even if they don't.
Yeah. Let's see. Specialty.
I won't be too
There they are,
disappointed.
nacho fries.
Oh my goodness. Oh my dang. Oh my
Nacho
goodness.
fries supreme.
We about to hang.
Alright, we should go now.
Alright.
Because it's 1:30. We're about to be 1:30. Alright, we'll see you guys
And just
in
a little
my automobile.
lickety split bit.